Welcome back to Red Glasses Talks. The title of today is Be Priority Driven. Jesus was always priority driven. He wants us to be priority driven in the midst of a crazy, pressurized world. Matthew 22, 37 to 39. Jesus said, listen, here's the great commandment. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength. And then he said there's a second commandment, likened to the first, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So we're looking at four priorities. We're in the third priority now, a personal commitment to relationships with other people that are followers of Jesus. You know, we looked at the church, those people within the church that are followers of Jesus, and how we need to relate to one another. And then we looked at the family, an overview of why the family is important, then the role of the husband, the role of the wife. Now we're going to look at the role of the parents, the role of the parents. So, one factor, listen to this. Can one make any general statement concerning the relationship between presence or absence of parents and the emotional health of their children? If any one factor influences the character development and emotional stability of an individual, it is the quality of the relationship he or she experiences as a child with his or her parents. Then we go on. We use the cliche, it's the quality, not the quantity of time that counts. But time and emotional accessibility are like the oxygen we breathe. They're like the oxygen we breathe. So let me give you some trends that make it difficult for parents to be parents and the whole parenting responsibility. Number one, the trend toward quick and easy divorce. And boy, I've got some illustrations of that. People that I know, but also studies that have been done. It's not a pretty ending there. The increasing number of married women with young children who work outside the home. I am not against. Do not say John Tolson's against ladies or moms working in the workaday world. I'm not against that. But it is a factor, especially if that work keeps the mother from being all that she needs to be with her children. Another one is the trend to convey the notion that the role of a parent is passé. You know, just let them do what they want to do. Let them go their own way. Let them learn the hard way. It'll all come out in the end. Yeah, it'll come out bad in the end. Another one is the tendency to move frequently. And I think about in our day and time, 2024, and how many people are moving all over this country to different locations. That takes a toll on the parents as well as the kids. And then I think another one we could go on forever is the damaging impact of social media on children. And again, I don't even want to get into it, but let me tell you, it is messing up a lot of kids' lives. And they're going to experience the consequences of that, their whole life on this planet. Cross-cultural studies have show that United States parents spend considerably less time with their children than almost any other country in the world. Some Russian fathers who were surveyed have said that they would never let a day go by without spending at least 2 hours with their sons. A study in Boston of how much time fathers spend with their very young sons shows that the average time per day is 37 seconds. How about an absent parent? A child experiences an absent or an emotionally inaccessible parent as rejection. And rejection inevitably breeds resentment and hostility. The child, when he becomes an adult, may experience various kinds of crippling emotional conflict. So, what I want to say, tips on being a great parent. Number one, an effective parent. Give focused attention. When your children are speaking with you, look them in the eye. One time my son, years ago, he was trying to say something to me and I was reading something. He looked at me and got a hold of my jaws and he said, "Dad, look at me when I'm talking to you." Look at them in the eyes. Give them focused attention. Number two, tell them you love them every day, many times every day. I've talked to people who said, my parents never verbalized and said, "I love you." Spend individual time together, especially if you've got more than one child. They need not just time with everybody together, but they need individual time as well. Pray with and for them. Pray with them and for them. The highlight of raising my kids was each night to go in my son's room and my daughter's room and have that time to catch up for the day and then pray together. Man, I wish I could still do that. So I'm going to give you a principle, and then we're going to shut it down here. Your children, to a large extent, as parents, are going to become just like you. So if that's true, and it is, then what do you need to change if they're going to become like you? What can you do to be a more effective mom or dad? You think about that and then act on it.